What is up, Homestead homies? Steve, Reed Family Homestead, coming to you with another banger. Today, we're gonna be doing some raised flower beds, or a raised garden. We're not on our property yet, but we getting there. We gonna be down there. So, if you're looking into homesteading and you haven't actually moved into your property or on your property yet, there's lots of things you can do. You can do all your research, do all your planning, plan it out. You know, if you move into the desert like we are, we got 40 acres in the West Texas desert. It's gonna take some planning. You're gonna have to plan about water, food, electric. If there's no electric there, there's no electric there. There's no wells there. Wells there in West Texas run about 1,000 feet deep, as close as you can get. That might run you $20,000, $30,000 if you hit water. The water table is real sketch in West Texas, so the best thing to do is haul in water. We're gonna do tanks. We'll do two 2,500 gallon tanks, or maybe 3,000, two 3,000 gallon tanks, and we'll run it with a solar pump house, run water to our house that we're gonna build, that I'm building myself. So there'll be lots of videos coming with that house build. But first, I got to get this house sold. I got this house, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. So it's taking us a while to get things going, you know. It's something that we just can't rush into. We got this property here that we got to get sold first, and then we'll take the proceeds from that and we'll move into our house. So without further ado, let me show you what we're gonna do here. Here is what I'm using to make a raised garden. I've got 2 55-gallon plastic drums that I paid, I think, $10 for both of them here in Texas. I bought one 4x4 post. I cut it into 4 pieces. I've got one 8-foot 2x4 that I cut in half. They're about 97 centimeters long each. This is 2 2x4s connected together with screws, and there's another one that's the same. So I cut these the same length. They're about 8 feet in length, and so this is what we're going to use, and this is going to be our raised garden. So this is what we're going to do down when we move down to the desert. So I'm showing you guys what we're doing right now, so you'll have an idea what you can use. This is just simple stuff, cheap stuff. I think I paid $50 for everything, and I still have an extra like 2x4 that I didn't use yet. I may use it, I may not even have to, but you'll see how this is going to turn out. And this is something that if you're about to get into homesteading and you haven't moved on your property yet, look, this is in the back of my truck, in my driveway, at my house. So you can do this before you even move on your property. You don't actually have to be homesteading yet. You can prepare for your homestead until you get there. I think the better your preparation, the better the outcome will be, the more successful you will be in homesteading. So this is my raised garden, or flower bed, but it's going to be a garden because we're going to put vegetables in here. It's kind of late in the planting season, but there are some vegetables that you can plant late in the summer that you can still harvest before winter. So let's get started. it's about 90. No, we hit 100 today. So it's 100 here. I believe in the West Texas desert, it's probably 105 there. So it's pretty hot. But hey, I'm doing this in my driveway. For all the homestead homies, or if you're new to homesteading and just getting started, this is stuff that you can do before you even make it to your homestead. Just prepare. Just prepare. I know a lot of the other homesteaders have mentioned that they had wished that they prepared a little bit better before they moved out on their homestead. I'm preparing. I'm gonna be ready. When I move and when I hit the desert, we're gonna be ready. I've got my house planned out. I drew my plans myself. My house is gonna be a 40 by 60 barn dominium that I'm building myself. Drew the plans up myself. Did all the sketches, did all the plumbing, sketching, all the electrical. So it's gonna be planned out. We're trying to do this as debt-free as possible. So everything I'm doing myself. I'm a registered nurse, but before I was a registered nurse, I was a home remodeler and a builder and a power washer, and I did a lot. I worked on tractors, rebuilt engines and cars, so I have pretty knowledgeable on fixing things. So we're gonna be prepared when we move to our homestead. Right now we don't have a lot of homestead videos, so a lot of people haven't been watching us, but I'm trying to grow our channel, and we'll have lots of videos. So this is one of many more to come, and I'm going to share this with y'all and show you how I'm going to build this raised garden bed. All right, so this is just what we have. Got two 55-gallon drums, plastic drums. The reason I picked these certain ones are because, let me show you, you don't have to mark these. These are already kind of marked. So if you take a look at them, they have a line to where they put them together. We're gonna cut right on that line, and it actually goes all the way around. That line is already imprinted all the way around this barrel, even the bottom. It's got the line on it, so it's already marked. What we're gonna do, we're gonna cut these in half, and I'm gonna build a frame for these barrels, and they're gonna sit in there, and this is gonna be our raised bed. It's gonna be nice, cheap, it's paid for. Just something I kind of came up with. So we're gonna get started on these. We're gonna cut these in half. We have the wood already kind of cut a little bit, and I'll kind of show you how it goes together, and we'll get started again. Let me get my saw. Hold on a second. All right, got my things here. So we'll just need the skill saw. I'm a Makita guy, so all my tools are Makita. All my batteries fit all my tools. Makita drills that I use. My tape measure is even Makita. I love Makita tools. Good, powerful tools, dependable. Lights, vacuums. I have everything Makita. So we're gonna get started on this, and we're gonna cut these barrels in half first, and then we'll start building that frame up. Just got some deck screws from Home Depot. These are 3-inch deck mate screws. They're coated for outside. Since this is gonna be out in the weather, I'm gonna make sure that these are coated screws. So these are 3-inch screws. They have the hex in there. It comes with the bit, with the little star bit. It's a T25 bit that comes with that, and so you can use that to screw those in. They're pretty good. I use these on my my deck that I built onto this house. I use these deck screws, pretty rust resistant, and they don't fade and run into the wood. So if you use like wood screws, they're going to fade over time, they're going to get wet, and then you'll see where it runs down, the rust runs down, or the black that comes off the screws, it'll run down into the wood and it'll look awful. But these don't. They're coated, so this is what we're going to use. Comes with this bit, that T25 is what it came with, and so we're going to use those. And that, I'm going to sit this stuff over there, then we're going to get going on those barrels. It's a little warm out here today, but not too bad. In the shade, it's fine. I'm good in the shade. I am good in the shade. So let's put this to where y'all can see that barrel right there. Let me take my battery off of this. I got a few batteries. This is like a 3. Let me see how much charge. I got a little charge on here. We'll see. If not, I may have to go inside and get like a 5 amp. This is like a 3 amp hour battery. They last pretty good long time. So what we're gonna do first, I'm gonna take these plugs out here because they're pretty thick, and we're not even gonna need those. So I'm gonna throw these in the recycle. Just plastic. They're plastic. They got a rubber seal on them. Since we're gonna cut right down that, won't be any need to have those. So we're gonna get rid of those. Recycle stuff. I recycle just about everything, all I can. Let's turn this around here. I'm gonna show you where we're gonna cut these. We're gonna cut right on the line. Like I said, the line is already there, and so you just follow that line. You don't have to mark it with a marker or anything. It's dark enough to where you can see it. So we're gonna get started. I set my blade kind of long, all the way kind of deep, so that it can get past this part, because this is I guess I probably should put on some safety glasses. I know. We want to be safe, so let's put on some safety glasses and be safe. Let's get going. Safety first. Got my safety glasses on. See those? All right, let's go. Let's get it. We're gonna start with this first barrel. We're gonna cut it in half. There we go. All right, that's the top, and then we'll get the bottom here. We'll get it going and see if we can turn this on the side. We'll just follow that line right on down. We're gonna switch our battery out. That one's dead already, so let's switch a battery out. I got a few more batteries. Let's get a 5 amp battery on here. Makita 5 amp. That should get us through both of these. All right, let's turn it over. And these barrels, by the way, were food grade. They had corn in here, so just rinsed them out real good. There's still a little water in here, but it's all good. All right, there's that. There we go. There is half. So these are cut in half. So that's one right there. That's cut in half. Alright. Got another one here. Take these plugs out. I kind of had to use a pair of needle nose to get these unlocked. They were locked down tight here in this Texas heat. This little rubber O-ring on there was in there, and they had these cranked down tight. So I kind of pre-loosened these just for the sake of time. But they were pretty tough. And then I had to use a screwdriver and a hammer, and I just took it and just hit this. Put the screwdriver there and just kind of tapped it with a hammer until it popped that seal, and then we were good to go. It came out after that. So this barrel number 2, gonna knock it down. Good. Gotta be careful of that kickback when you're cutting these. So they got a little kickback. At the top, let's see. Make sure I got it all the way through. I think we're good. All right, we're gonna cut the side. We'll just follow the line. The line is there all the way down. Just line it up and follow it through. And watch that kickback again. There we go. That's half. We'll do this bottom. All right, here we go. Let's follow the line. Maybe a little warm. May have to let that saw cool down a little bit. It's kind of hot out here, so we'll let that saw kind of cool down a little bit, and then we will finish that up and get back on that one and finish cutting that through. Let's let the saw cool down a little bit and we'll be right back. All right, homies, we back. Had to give that a minute to cool off. I think it kind of overheated. It's really hot out here, so we had to give it a minute for the saw to cool off, but it's ready. It only took a couple minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and get back on this one and finish cutting this other one in half. Here we go. All right, that's 2 barrels, so it gives us 4 sides right here. Well, we'll go ahead and get started on the framing. So let's move this back a little bit, so we'll have a little bit more space to see here. I think we should be okay right there. So like I said, I cut one 4x4 post that was like $4. Cut it into 4, so they're like 2 feet. So it'll be about 2 feet off the ground right there. Use a square on these to get them square so that it would be level. So those will be the feet that will raise up the raised garden right there. So we'll put this other frame together first. Take my battery here. We'll put it back on the drill. There we go. Got a good charge. Still got 4 bars on there. Sit this there. And like I said, we got 3-inch deck screws with a star drive. That's a T25 bit that's on here. But when you buy these deck screws, it comes with that bit in there. This is just a small box. It's like $10 at Home Depot. I don't know how many is in there, but I won't use all of these just for this raised bed. I'll have some left over. I had some left over when I built the deck, but I didn't feel like looking for them, so didn't want to go in the shed. It's hot in there, so we're gonna start on this framing for this. I pre-drill these, so this is just 2 2x4s, and I just made kind of like a L shape with those, and that's gonna be part of the framing for this raised garden. So I'm gonna lay these out right here, and then I got another one. We're gonna lay it out right there. So that's 2. Then I have. So what I'll do is I'll pop a few screws in there to hold those together for me. So this is the other end that I cut for it. One end will go here, then another one will go on the other end. That's a pretty simple setup. Nice. It doesn't take a lot, so you don't have to use a lot of materials to build this. It won't take that much to get this built. So we will go ahead and pop the screws in there. And like I said, I'm using just 3-inch deck screws, and I'll pop a couple in there. You don't have to square it up or anything. If you got your boards already cut the way that they should be, then you should be okay. But we'll pop one in, and then we'll do one on the other side. And these, if you think you're gonna split your wood, go ahead and pre-drill. You can pre-drill these with a drill bit. If you think that you feel like you're gonna crack the wood or anything, just go ahead and pre-drill them in. But I think this wood is pretty fresh, so it's not in any danger of cracking. I just put these right to the edge and square them up. There you go. That's those 2. We'll put 2 more. It's only going to take a couple. You don't have to don't take a lot of screws in there. It's not going to be that much weight on there. So you can just kick it out a little bit or kick it in to get the edges just how you need them. And that'll kind of square it up for you right there. Just like that. You can go bring these other ends out or in, however you need to. Like that. Bring this one out. Then just give them a little twist to get everything lined up. You can kind of just go ahead and put a screw in. So that way, once you get it lined up, you won't have to use 2 hands. You can just have one. There you go, like that. Then once you got it pre-drilled, just go ahead and just kick your board out. Get the edges lined up. Go ahead and drill it in. And do the same thing on the other side. Just kind of put it in there. I got that in. Then you can just kind of line your board up on the ends, get them straight. Pop it in. There you go. That's that. And we'll do the same thing on the other end. We'll get those screwed in also. So let me get a couple more screws. We'll get 4. Go ahead and line these up. Same way. I'm just gonna go ahead and just pre-drill these. There we go. We can just do one side. Get it drilled in to the top here. There we go. That's all good. Do the last side. Same way. And just go ahead and pre-drill the screws. That way I can just use one hand to hold. Make it a lot easier. Especially when you're working by yourself. You can use some clamps, wood clamps, or something like that if you need to. But these, you can just hold these. Now, I suggest if your wood is kind of dried out, then I would suggest getting a drill and pre-drilling those holes so that you don't split your wood. Because if you use dry wood, it'll split. Well, I got lucky. I didn't have to hold it by myself at all. My son showed up, so I'm gonna get him to hold this. This is Akeem. He part of the Reed family homestead. So everybody say what's up to my son. This is my oldest son. I got 2 girls. That's also part of the homestead. So he'll hold those for me while we get these screwed on. So we're gonna do 4. So I'm gonna put them right here. So I'll have you hold them right there. Keep them straight right there. See that lined up right there? That way, because I was just gonna pre-drill these and have them in there. So I'll drill one first and then I'll have you just hold it right there until I get it. And then I'll let you know. Because it's gonna move a little bit. Okay, ready? We straight? Keep it right there. Go in? Okay. And we'll put, I need 4 screws in there, so I'm gonna have you hold that just to keep it lined up so that it'll be straight with that board. Because if you got it straight with that board, then it'll be good. So after I get a couple in, it should be okay. Put 2 more in there. Alright, cool. It's perfect. Then we'll do one down on this end. Same way. We'll use this side because this side is the side that I cut. I cut them pretty square, but you know, sometimes they don't be as straight, but it looks straight. Just get it straight on to the edge with that one. We straight? We good? Okay. Alright, I'll put another one. Two more. And we'll flip it over and do the same thing. I got all 4 in there. Maybe a little bit. That was a little astray. Let's take that one and move it over just a, move that one over just a tad. I think that's better. Okay. We'll take this and let's just flip it over. We'll flip it over this way. Probably have to get up top, so we can lay it down. Let's lay it down like this. Okay. And we'll bring it up. Bring it back here. All right. Nice. Two more legs to go on here. All right. And we'll add these other 2.
When you put this over there, you still keeping that piece of plywood right there?
I'm gonna put it, it's gonna go on this side for right now. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna have you come on this side because I'm gonna go on this side.
I can see Kane missing.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of gonna be, it'll be kind of up high. That's why I got it 2 feet off the ground, so the rabbits can't get it or anything can't get in there. Dogs, anything. We good right now?
Close as it can be.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Good right there. I should have put the extension. Didn't think I need one, but it's all right. Okay. All right. One more on that side. And then we can flip it and stand it up. Kind of waited till the sun was kind of going down a little bit. Oh, that's the side I cut right there. So we'll use that side. Right there. What is it?
Yeah, she must have stopped something.
Got it? There you go. We straight at the top. Is it? Make sure it's level with this. Kind of twist it a little bit. Yeah. Give it just a little twist. Yeah, give it a little twist and give it to us. Okay. No, it's all right. I don't think I did. It's just that I need an extension, so it wouldn't get it that close. But these go in all the way, so we got a little magnet on there too, so that's good. That's a short extension that I got on here now. So.
You need more?
No, I got one, but I just didn't put it on. I didn't think I needed it, so that's fine. Okay. All right, we got that straightened out. All right, we're gonna flip it over. You stay on that end, flip it over, and I'll flip it over on this end. All right, right there. That's the raised bed, right there. All right, so I may put some braces. I may do some braces in between here somewhere, possibly.
Probably.
I think. Yeah, I may put braces on the legs, possibly. It seems a little shaky, but I think that's it. So you take your barrels, and this is what you do. I made a little lip for these barrels to sit on. So that's the first one. It's 4 that go in here. So we'll put 4 barrels in here. And they just happen to be 8 feet. Come out to be 8 feet long. So I measured them. They 23, I think 23 and a quarter round, and then they 35 and a quarter long, I believe. So I just left it 8 foot, and that way you can put your barrels in here like this. I put 2 there, 1 there, and then a little bit right there. And so now you got your raised bed garden, just like that. And this is what it looks like. So I'll show you what it looks like here up close. So that's the raised bed garden right here. And this is how it turns out. And so now you'll just put your soil in here, and then you have what you can plant in here. So it's up off the ground. Don't have to worry about the dogs getting in it, digging up your vegetables. All right, we good to go now. GoPro kind of overheated a little bit, so if you take a close look at these, it's got a few burrs on there. So we'll just take some heavy grit sandpaper and just kind of sand that down a little bit. So we'll be back. We're gonna get that sanded down, and then I'll show you the after once we get that done. So we got these all sanded down. We just used like a light grit sandpaper, so it didn't take too much. And the burrs were real soft, so nothing hard that would like give you a splinter, but it gives it a better appearance. And so I went ahead, and so these wouldn't rock, I put 2 screws in each one. So it's 2 screws in the end of these, so that they don't move. And so they are solid. I cannot move these barrels out of there. So that's it. It's pretty sturdy. So I will post everything that I used, all the dimensions and everything, and then you'll be able to make this yourself. There you go. That's it. Thank y'all for watching Reed Family Homestead. Homestead homies, we out. Peace.